Alright, g'day, hi, welcome. Ooh, you chilly on the fingers. Yeah. That sounds like a World War I prop-driven aircraft. Alright, time to get into the silver pellet. Ask me if my door is fixed. Go ahead. I dare you to ask. I dare you. Why is my seat open? Footprints on it. Somebody has been walking on my seat. Why would they do this thing? Ugh. This is how a ninja gets into their vehicle. Oh. Yeah, about half tank. I'm gonna have to get some gas pretty soon. I might as well put that on. I don't know when the last time I drove this thing. I think it was like last week. Let's try it. They're not frozen. My hands are frozen. Engage in silver pellet. You hear like a big drain on the engine when you turn on too many items at once. Dad's just gone to the drugstore, I guess, and the grocery store and whatever. It's just been hovering around zero. The wind's been cold, but the weather's been it's been sunny the last past couple of days, so I can imagine some of that weather from over east there. They got 5 feet of snow in like New Brunswick and what's called Prince Edward Island and all that. And I'm like, okay, what are we gonna get here? What are we gonna get here? We're at about half the snow level for this time of year, so I wouldn't doubt it if we get like an outrageous 3 or 4 feet. And I think that's what it's going to be. It's just going to be ridiculous, like few snow dumps, but just ridiculous. It's like, oh, you know, Mother Nature's like, oh, geez, I forgot to give them more snow. Here's 8 feet. It's coming, guys. It's coming. I need the money anyway, so you know, maybe bring like 2-3 feet. That's fine. Make it all powder. You know, make it easy for me. Yeah. So anyway, yeah. Well, that's not so good news. One of my uncles passed away last night there on my mom's side. I didn't know him that well, but yeah, he was 81. So yeah, so rest in peace, Uncle Ralph. He was a nice guy. Like I had talked to him exactly, you know, the full environmental impact of them. I just found out, like, somebody was doing the, you know, like, whenever they bring out new technology, I'm just not driving the school bus. Whenever they bring out new technology, yeah, they always make it look really, really, really great. And I, for years, have always been saying, yeah, the oil companies are keeping us from transitioning to electric cars. So I am a believer of the electric car technology. I am. I mean, that technology we just passed is more technical than the space shuttle. You know what I mean? The amount, like, if you really get into the details of what it takes to make one of those damn things work, like, the formula is simple, but getting it to work, very, very, very complicated, right? This is, like, simple in comparison.